ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್
ಸ್ವಾಮಿ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ.
ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಶುಮ
ವರ್ಮಾ ಇನ್ಯಾರೂ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು.
Dear devotees, please maintain silence in the hall. We are about to start puja.
ಇಲ್ಲ ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹಚ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಓಕೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು.
जय बोलो श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक महागणपति की ओम ध्रुवं दैवादावरणो ध्रुवं देवा बृहस्पतिः ध्रुवं इन्द्रश्चाग्निश्च रात्रं धारयतां ध्रुवं पर्वत इवा विशाचलिः निद्रयेह ध्रुवपृष्ठा यः राष्ट्रमुधारयान् अभिवेष्टवृतं यवः अधरे सन्तु शत्रवः इन्द्र इव वृत्रः तिष्ठा देवे वाचमदनयन्त देवाः तान् विश्वरूपाः पशवो वदन्ते तानो मन्द्रयमोर्जन्तः धेनुर्वा यस्मानुपकल्पतेतो लग्नं सुदनं तदेव ताराबलं चन्द्रबलं तदेव विद्याबलं दैवबलं तदेव तेनेन्द्रियं स्मरामि तस्मुहूर्तस्वैत्यनगन्धन्तो सुमुहूर्तस्सो. Please wear the kumkum here. Wash your hands, then drink 3 times water. Yes. Pour the water to water cup. Hastam prachaya, achamya. Drink 3 times water. Keshavaya swaha, Narayana swaha, Madhavaya swaha, Govindaya namaha. Again wash your hands. Vishnaya namaha, Vishodaraya namaha, Trivikramaya namaha, Vamaya namaha, Sridharaya namaha, Shekeshaya namaha, Pranamaya namaha, Damodaraya namaha. Then do pranayama. Touch your nose with your thumb and ring finger. Chant Gokara Omkara, otherwise Gayatri Mantra. Pranayama Oma Bhojyotira Samudam Brahma Bhosram. Then touch your right ear. Take some flower Akshata. Please repeat. Shubhe Shobhane Muhurte Adya Brahmanah Dvitiya Pararthe Shvetavaraha Kalpe Vaivasvata Manvantare Kaliyuge Prathamapade Krauchadvipe Ramanakavarshye Aindrakakande Amerika Deshe Asmin Vartamane Vyavaharika Chandramanena Madhavadi षष्ठी संवत्सराणां मध्ये शुभकृत्नाम संवत्सरे दक्षिणायने वर्ष ऋतु भाद्रपद मासे शुक्लपक्षे चतुर्थ्यां शुभतिथौ वासरः वासरस्तु भौमवासरा युक्तायां शुभनक्षत्र शुभयोग शुभकरण एवं गुण विशेषण विशिष्टायां अस्या शुभतिथौ नमोपात्त समस्त दुरित क्षयद्वारा श्री परमेश्वर श्री महागणपति प्रीत्यर्थम यजमानस्य गोत्रोद्भवस्य गोत्र नक्षत्र राशि and name and your wife's nakshatra rashi and names, your children nakshatra rashi and names. अस्माकं सह कुटुंबानां क्षेमस्थैर्य विजयवीर्य अभय आयुः आरोग्य ऐश्वर्य अभिवृद्धि सिद्ध्यर्थं धर्मार्थ काम्यमोक्ष चतुर्विध फल पुरुषार्थ सिद्ध्यर्थं विशेषेण वर्षे वर्षे कर्तव्य एतद्वर्ष प्रयुक्तांग श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक अनुग्रह प्रसादेन संकल्पित कार्याणि निर्विघ्नता सिद्ध्यर्थं कुमारस्य कुमार्याः सद्विद्या पारंगता सिद्ध्यर्थं श्री महागणपति अनुग्रह प्रसादेन जन्मनि पूर्वजन्मनि जन्म जन्मांतरेषु बाल्य यौवन कौमार वार्धक्य जागृत स्वप्न सुषुप्त्यादि अवस्थासु मनोवाक्काय कर्मभिः ज्ञानतः अज्ञानतश्च कृतानां सकलविध पापानां निवारणार्थम आध्यात्मिक आदिभौतिक आदिदैविक नवनवजनित तापत्रय निवारणार्थम देहे स्थित वात पित्त श्लेष्म अपस्मार शीतज्वर उष्णज्वर पित्तज्वर मधुमेह इत्यादि अद्य जगति सर्वत्र प्रसरतः कोरोना नामांकित इति विषवैराणु रोगबाधा निवारणार्थं दृढ़ आरोग्य भाग्यता सिद्ध्यर्थं दिने दिने उन्नत उद्योग अधिकार प्राप्ति सिद्ध्यर्थं श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक व्रत पूजाख्यं कर्म करिष्ये मनोनिर्विघ्नता सिद्ध्यर्थं महागणपति प्रार्थनं पूजाख्यं कर्म करिष्ये तदङ्गत्वेन कलशाराधनं करिष्ये। Dip your ring finger into water cup, take some turmeric, apply the water cup, four phases of water cup. Kalasham gandha chadam pushpaihi abdhacha, drop some akshata and one flower to water cup, then close your right hand. Hastena achadya kalasaswamke vishnu kintayam brahmasadaha, vole natrasado brahma bhemapranaspadaha, uchodhagara sarve saptadvipa vasundhara, Rupego Hagavega Samvego Puranaha, Against the last Ravega Hakamashadaha, I am the Buddha Kundra Chekaraha, the Gate of Cheva Gula, the Sasuri, Ravaka
Repeat water, spray all puja material, then Ganesha idol, then yourself. Puja Dravyam Procha, Devatam Procha, Devam Procha, Atmanam Procha. You can drop that flower, then take another Akshatanam flower, pray Mahaganapati. Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Mahavamahe Kalinka Vena Upamasravastamam Yasthara Brahmana Brahmanastarana Shimban Nodabhasya Vasadanam. Offer to idol. Pray Mahaganapati and offer to idol. Mahaganapati and Mahanilip Guru Manavadhan Ratayami. Then again take flower and Akshata. Pray Varsiddhi Vinayaka. Touch the top of idol. अस्य श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक प्राणप्रतिष्ठापन महामंत्रस्य ब्रह्म विष्णु महेश्वराभ्यः निर्विघ्नसामाधर्मान् चिन्तांसे प्राणभिक्षत्रादेवता रामबीजं ह्रीं शक्तिः ॐ कीलकं श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक प्राणप्रतिष्ठापनादिभ्यर्थे जपे योगः ॐ ब्रह्मगुष्ठाभ्यां नमः ॐ ह्रीं दर्शनेभ्यां नमः ॐ भ्रुकुङ्कुमाभ्यां नमः ॐ प्रेमनाङ्गाभ्यां नमः ॐ बृहत्कनिष्ठाभ्यां नमः ॐ बृहत्कनिष्ठाभ्यां नमः ॐ बृहत्पदयाय नमः ॐ विद्युद्गुरुवे स्वाहा ॐ बृहत्कनिष्ठाय नमः ॐ बृहत्कवचाय ॐ बृहत्कत्रयाय नमः ॐ बृहस्त्राय ऊर्ध्वस्रवदिग्बन्धः ध्यानं रक्ताम्बोधिस्तमोदोल्सर्वसरोजाधूडाम्राब्धेः आशिकोदन्नमिक्षोद्भोगनिनाम्प्रतिघट्मज्जमानां रुद्राणादुर्कपालक्रियलसदाभिरमिक्षोदहान्या देवी बालाकवर्णा भूतस्ककुली प्राणहत्यपराणः राम ह्रीं ग्रों क्रैं गालालावशेषासाहं सत्सोऽहं श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक प्राणः इति रिपीट मम प्राणः श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक जीवः मम जीवः वाङ्मनः चक्षुश्रोत्र जिह्वा आघ्राण उच्छ्वास निश्वास रूपेण अस्मिन् बिम्बे सुखेन चिरतिष्ठन्तु स्वाहा ॐ सुने देवतस्मात् प्राणः योगपक्षेण नमोदेवया आनस्वस्ति स्वामिं सर्वजगन्नाथाय पूजावधानकं आवृत्तुम्भेदभावेन आधृते सुन्दरसिङ्गरो इतरापरसमर्थता अवाहिनो भव साधुतो भव सन्निहितो भव सन्निहितो भव अवसुतो भव शान्तो भव सर्वाधीश्वरप्रदो भव प्रसीद 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 ध्रुवन्ते राजान्ना ध्रुवन्देवो बृहस्पतिः ध्रुवन्तैन्द्रश्चाग्निश्चरात्मन्धारयतां भोगं प्रतिष्ठितमस्तु प्राणप्रतिष्ठापनसमये मार्गायागविहारार्थं मधुपर्कनिवेदनं करिष्ये यदि क्षीरसमायुक्तं शर्करां गृहं मधुपर्कं गृहाणीदं गृहाणगणनायक श्रीवरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः मार्गायागविहारार्थं कदलीफलमधुर्कं निवेदयामि अथद्वारपालकपूजां करिष्ये पुरद्वारे द्वारश्री महाधात्रे नमः धात्रे नमः दक्षिणद्वारे द्वारश्री महानन्दाय नमः सुनन्दाय नमः पश्चिमद्वारे द्वारश्री महाबलाय नमः बलाय नमः उत्तरद्वारे द्वारश्री महाकुन्दाय नमः कुन्दाक्षाय नमः मध्ये नवरत्नगदिव्यसिंहासनं श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः द्वारपालकपूजां समर्पयामि पीठपूजां करिष्ये पीठस्य अधो भाग्याधारहित्ये नमः आदिकूर्माय नमः सप्तद्वीपेभ्यो नमः सप्तपर्वतेभ्यो नमः अष्टदिग्गजेभ्यो नमः शेषाय नमः भूमण्डलाय नमः आग्नेयादिकोणेषु ज्ञानाय नमः वैराग्याय नमः ईश्वर्याय नमः पीठमध्ये सत्याय नमः मूलाय नमः नालाय नमः पत्रेभ्यो नमः गलेभ्यो नमः तिस्रेभ्यो नमः कन्निकायै नमः कन्निकामध्ये सत्त्वाय नमः रत्नवसे नमः तत्त्वसे नमः ओम सूर्यमण्डलाय नमः सूर्यमण्डलाय ब्रह्मणे नमः सौमण्डलाय नमः सौमण्डलाय विष्णवे नमः चन्द्रमण्डलाय नमः विष्णुमण्डलाय ईश्वराय नमः मध्ये नवरत्नगदा दिव्यसिंहासनं श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः पीठपूजां समर्पयामि इन्द्राग्निमन्वितवर्णवासितेन ईशानां देवताभ्यो नमः दिक्पालकपूजां समर्पयामि अदध्यानम् एक अक्षतान् फ्लवर भवसञ्चिता आपोघा विध्वंसना विचक्षणा विघ्नान्धकारा भास्वन्तं विघ्नराजम् अहं भजे एकदन्तं शूर्पकर्णं गजवक्त्रं चतुर्भुजं आशाङ्कुशं धरं देवं ध्यायेत् सिद्धि विनायक
उत्तमं गणनाथस्य व्रतं संपत्करं शुभं ध्यायेत् गजाननं विष्णुं प्रसन्ना मदनो भव। श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः। ध्यायामि ध्यानं समर्पयामि। ओम सहस्रशीर्षा पुरुषः सहस्राक्षः सहस्रपादः सभोमिं विश्वतो भूत्वा अर्चतिष्ठदशाङ्गुलम् अस्मिन् बिल्वे श्री सिद्धिविनायकस्वामिने नमः। ध्यानं समर्पयामि आवाहनं समर्पयामि। विचित्ररत्न खचितं दिव्याभरण संयुतं स्वर्णसिंहासनं चारु गृहाणा सुरपूजिता। श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः। रत्नसिंहासनं समर्पयामि। पुरुषयेवेदं सर्वं यद्भूमि यच्छभव्यं दां तत्त्वस्येषाः यदन्नेनादरो वहति। रत्नसिंहासनं समर्पयामि। सर्वतीर्थ समुद्भूतं राज्यं गन्धादि संयुतं विघ्नराज गृहाणेदं भगवन् भक्तवत्सला एतावानस्य महिमा उतोऽध्यायां चतुर्भुजः पादोऽर्चविक्वाभूतानि कृपादस्यामृतं दिवे। Offer some water front of the idol. श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः। आधारविजयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि। अर्घ्यच्च फलसंयुक्तं गन्धपुष्पादि अक्षतैर्युतं गणाध्यक्ष नमस्तेस्तु गृहाणां करुणानिधे कृपादुर्भव दैपुरुषः पादोऽस्यः भवात्मनः ततो विश्वं व्यक्रामद शासनानशने अभे। श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः। हस्तयोः अर्घ्यमद्यं समर्पयामि। दध्याद्य मधुसंयुक्तं आचमनं मया हतं गृहाणा सर्वलोकेश गणनाथ नमोस्तुते। ओम श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः। मुखे आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। एक फ्लावर dip into water, spray Ganesha idol. अथा शुद्धोदकस्नानम्। ओम आपो हितामयो भवस्तानभोजे विभाकर भैरमाण चक्षुषे भवश्रवणमोरधस्तस्य भागे देहनः विषवीरव मातरः तस्मादङ्गमामभोजस्यक्षया जलिपः आपो जनयथाचनः। शुद्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि। तथा पञ्चामृताभिषेके विनियोगः। ओम आप्याजस्व समेत चित्तस्वामविष्णुयं भवावाजस्य संगते क्षीरेण स्मरयामि। निद्राग्नो कालं विष्णोरक्षस्य वाजनः सुरभिनो कार्यकर्तनायोगं जदार्हत तद्धा स्मरयामि। शुक्रमसिद्धोतिरसिदेवोऽस्यदेवोऽस्सविदोत्तनाकुच्चकरेण भक्त्रेण सहस्रोरेष्करक्रिभिः आद्येन स्मरयामि। मधुवातारकाजलेभृच्छरन्तिसिद्धवः आभ्येन सन्तोषदेः मधुरक्तमधोषितमद्भक्ताक्षकुर्मजः मधुद्योगस्मनप्यदा मधुमान्वागदस्मदभ्रमान्मस्मसूर्यः आद्यर्गावो भवत्तनः मधुना स्मरयामि। शन्नो देवीन्द्राय ब्राह्मणे वादुर्मित्राय वरुणाय बृहस्पतये ब्रह्माङ्गदाभ्यः शर्करया स्मरयामि। राष्ट्रदेव्या फलापुष्पाणाश्चपुष्पिणेः तत्फलिप्रभूतास्थानो मञ्चर्वकुम्भतः फलोदकेन स्मरयामि। आपो हितामयो भुवस्तानभोजे विभाकर भैरमाण चक्षुषे भवश्रवणमोरधस्तस्य भागे देहनः शरीरो मातरः तस्मादङ्गमामभोजस्यक्षया जलिपः आपो जनयथाचनः। श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः। शुद्धोदकस्नानं समर्पयामि। स्नानानन्तरम् आचमनीयं समर्पयामि। Offer some water. Give one flower and nakshatra. When I say पूजयामि समर्पयामि, you can offer that. ओम विद्भित् रक्तवस्त्रा द्वयं चारु देवयोग्यं च मङ्गलं शुभप्रदा गृहाणत्वं लम्बोदरा हरात्मजा। श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः। वस्त्रयुग्मं समर्पयामि। ओम विद्भित् राजतं ब्रह्मसूत्रं च काञ्चनं चोत्तरीयकं यज्ञोपवीता दानेन प्रियता इष्ट विशदायक श्री वरसिद्धि विनायकाय नमः उपवीतार्थम् अक्षता समर्पयामि। Take one flower, dip into turmeric and kurkuma, offer to Mahaganapati. Please repeat. Chandana Garu, Karpura, Kasturi, Kukumanditam, Vilepanam, Surasreshta, Prityartham, Pratigrishyata, Sri Varasiddhi, Vinayakaya Namaha, Divya Parimala, Gandham, Samarpayami. गंधस्य उपरि हरिद्राचूर्णं कुङ्कुमचूर्णं सिन्धूरागे मङ्गलद्रव्याणि समर्पयामि। माल्यानि च सुगन्धीनि मालत्यादि च प्रभो मया हृतानि पूजार्थं पुष्पाणि प्रतिगृह्यता। श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः पुष्पमालिकां समर्पयामि। सुगन्धानि च पुष्पाणि जाति कुन्दमुखानि च एकविंशति पुष्पाणि सङ्गृहाणि नमोऽस्तुते। वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः पुष्पमालिकां समर्पयामि। पुष्पैः पूजयामि। नव अंगपूजा पुष्पपूजा पत्रपूजा you can offer some akshata. Please repeat. पार्वती नंदनाय नमः पादौ पूजयामि। गणेशाय नमः गुल्फौ पूजयामि। जगद्धात्रे नमः जङ्घे पूजयामि। जगद्वल्लभाय नमः जानुनी पूजयामि। उमापुत्राय नमः ऊरूं पूजयामि। विकटाय नमः कटिं पूजयामि। गुहाग्रजाय नमः गुह्यं पूजयामि। महोत्तमाय नमः मेघ्नं पूजयामि। नाथाय नमः नाभिं पूजयामि। उत्तमाय नमः उदरं पूजयामि। विनायकाय नमः वक्षस्थलं पूजयामि। पाशच्छिदे नमः चिदे नमः पार्श्वे पूजयामि। हेरम्बाय नमः हृदयं पूजयामि। कपिलाय नमः कंठं पूजयामि। स्कन्दाग्रजाय नमः स्कन्दौ पूजयामि। हरसुताय नमः हस्तान् पूजयामि। ब्रह्मचारिणे नमः बाहुं पूजयामि। सुमुखाय नमः मुखं पूजयामि। एकदन्ताय नमः दन्तौ पूजयामि। विद्धनेत्रे नमः नेत्रे पूजयामि। शूर्पकर्णाय नमः कर्णौ पूजयामि। फालचन्द्राय नमः ललाटं पूजयामि। नागाभरणाय नमः नासिकां पूजयामि। चिरन्तनाय नमः चुबुकं पूजयामि। स्थूलोष्ठाय नमः ओष्ठौ पूजयामि। गलन्मदाय नमः दण्डे पूजयामि। कपिलाय नमः कचान् पूजयामि। शिवप्रियाय नमः शिरः पूजयामि। श्री सिद्धिविनायकाय नमः सर्वाण्यङ्गानि पूजयामि। पुष्पपूजां करिष्ये। उमापुत्राय नमः अर्कपुष्पं समर्पयामि। हेरम्बाय नमः कमलपुष्पं पूजयामि। लम्बोदराय नमः मल्लिकापुष्पं पूजयामि। धूमकेतवे नमः विष्णुक्रान्तिपुष्पं पूजयामि। बृहते नमः वेणुपुष्पं समर्पयामि। वेणुपुष्पं समर्पयामि। अपवर्गप्रदाय नमः अपामार्गपुष्पं पूजयामि। चिरन्तनाय नमः सेवन्तिकापुष्पं पूजयामि। कपिलाय नमः करवीर पुष्पं पूजयामि एकदन्ताय नमः अर्कपुष्पं समर्पयामि अमलाय नमः आमलकपुष्पं समर्पयामि महते नमः मन्दारपुष्पं समर्पयामि सिन्धूराय नमः सिन्धुवारपुष्पं समर्पयामि गजाननाय नमः गणकीपुष्पं समर्पयामि गणकीपुष्पं समर्पयामि श्रीवरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः पुष्पपूजां समर्पयामि पत्रपूजां करिष्ये ओम एकदन्ताय नमः माचीपत्रं समर्पयामि हेरम्बाय नमः बृहतीपत्रं समर्पयामि लंबोदराय नमः बिल्वपत्रं समर्पयामि धूमकेतवे नमः दूर्वायुधं समर्पयामि बृहते नमः बदरीपत्रं समर्पयामि अपवर्गप्रदाय नमः अपमार्गपत्रं समर्पयामि द्वैमातुराय नमः तुलसीपत्रं समर्पयामि कपिलाय नमः करवीरपत्रं समर्पयामि विष्णुस्तुताय नमः विष्णुक्रांतिपत्रं समर्पयामि एकदन्ताय नमः दाडिमीपत्रं समर्पयामि महते नमः मरुवकपत्रं समर्पयामि गजाननाय नमः जाजीपत्रं समर्पयामि सिन्धूराय नमः मल्लिकापत्रं समर्पयामि शंकरप्रियाय नमः शमीपत्रं समर्पयामि अर्जुनदत्ताय नमः अर्जुनपत्रं समर्पयामि अर्कप्रभाय नमः अर्कपत्रं समर्पयामि श्रीवरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः पत्रपूजां समर्पयामि दुर्गायुधपूजां करिष्ये गणाधिपाय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि पाशाङ्कुशधराय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि आखुवाहनाय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि विनायकाय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि ईशपुत्राय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि एकदन्ताय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि विभवक्त्राय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि मूषकवाहनाय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि कुमारगुरवे नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि ब्रह्मचारिणे नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि मोदकहस्ताय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि गजाननाय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि गजमुखाय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि सुरपूजिताय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि उमापुत्राय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि स्कन्दप्रियाय नमः दुर्गायुधं पूजयामि श्रीवरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः एकविंशते दुर्गायुधपूजा समर्पयामि शास्त्रोक्तनाम पुष्पार्चनपूजाख्यं कर्म करिष्ये ओम विनायकाय नमः ओम विघ्नराजाय नमः ओम गौरीपुत्राय नमः ओम गणेश्वराय नमः ओम स्कन्दाग्रजाय नमः ओम अव्ययाय नमः ओम भूताय नमः ओम दक्षाध्यक्षाय नमः ओम द्विजप्रियाय नमः ओम अग्निगर्भच्छिदे नमः ओम दशश्रीप्रदाय नमः ओम वाणीबलप्रदाय नमः ओम सर्वसिद्धिप्रदायकाय नमः ओम सर्वतनयाय नमः ओम सर्वप्रियाय नमः ओम सर्वात्मकाय नमः ओम सृष्टिकर्त्रे नमः ओम देवानीकात्मदाय नमः ओम शिवाय नमः ओम सिद्धाय नमः ओम बुद्धिप्रियाय प्रियाय नमः ओम शांताय नमः ओम ब्रह्मचारिणे नमः ओम गजाननाय नमः ओम वैमातराय नमः ओम निस्तुत्याय नमः ओम भक्तविघ्नविनाशकाय नमः ओम एकदन्ताय नमः ओम चतुर्बाहवे नमः ओम शक्तिसंयुताय नमः ओम चतुराय नमः ओम लंबोदराय नमः ओम शूर्पकर्णाय नमः ओम हेरम्बाय नमः ओम ग्रहपतये नमः ओम कामये नमः ओम सोमसूर्याग्निरोधनाय नमः ओम पाशाङ्कुशधराय नमः ओम चण्डाय नमः ओम गुणातीताय नमः ओम निरञ्जनाय नमः ओम अकल्मषाय नमः ओम स्वयं सिद्धाच्युतपदाय नमः ओम बीजपूरकाय नमः ओम अव्यक्ताय नमः ओम वरदाय नमः ओम शास्त्रे नमः ओम नमः ओम पीतवयाय नमः ओम इक्षुजावृते नमः ओम अभ्योत्तरकराय नमः ओम श्रीशाय नमः ओम श्रीहेतवे नमः ओम सिद्धिहर्षिताय नमः ओम कुलाधिपते नमः ओम विष्णुवे नमः ओम चन्द्रचूडाय नमः ओम अमरेश्वराय नमः ओम नागयज्ञोपवीतने नमः ओम श्रीकण्ठाय नमः ओम कामाक्षितदाय नमः ओम रतिने नमः ओम स्थूलकण्ठाय नमः ओम सामघोषप्रियाय नमः ओम पुरुषोत्तमाय नमः ओम स्थूलतुण्डाय नमः ओम अग्रगण्याय नमः ओम ग्रामण्ये नमः ओम गणपाय नमः ओम शुद्धाय नमः ओम बुद्धिप्रियाय नमः ओम शान्ताय नमः ओम ब्रह्मचारिणे नमः ओम गजाननाय नमः ओम वैमातराय नमः ओम निस्तुत्याय नमः ओम भक्तविज्ञानविनाशकाय नमः ओम काय नमः ओम शूर्पकर्णाय नमः ओम शक्तिसंयुताय नमः ओम चतुराय नमः ओम लंबोदराय नमः ओम शूर्पकर्णाय नमः नमः ओम उत्तमाय नमः ओम कालाय नमः ग्रहपतये नमः कामने नमः ओम सोमसूर्याग्निरोधनाय नमः पाशाङ्कुशधराय नमः चण्डाय नमः गुणातीताय नमः निरञ्जनाय नमः अकल्मषाय नमः यदिने नमः चक्रिणे नमः इक्षुजावृते नमः श्रीशाय नमः श्रीहेतवे नमः स्तुतिहर्षिताय नमः कुलाधिपते नमः चक्रिणे नमः चन्द्रचूडाय नमः ओम अमरेश्वराय नमः नागयज्ञोपवीतने नमः स्थूलकण्ठाय नमः त्रयीगत्रे नमः कामघोषप्रियाय नमः ओम स्थूलकुण्डाय नमः अग्रगण्याय नमः ब्राह्मण्ये नमः गणपाय नमः स्थिराय नमः बुद्धाय नमः शुभगाय नमः वागीशाय नमः सिद्धिदाय नमः पूर्वाभिप्रियाय नमः कान्ताय नमः पापहारिणे नमः समाहिताय नमः आश्रितश्रीकराय नमः सौम्याय नमः भक्तवाञ्छितदायकाय नमः शान्ताय नमः ओम मूषकवाहनाय नमः ओम निधये नमः श्रीकण्ठाय नमः भूतेश्वराय नमः चिन्तामणिद्विमूलये नमः परमात्मने नमः प्रसन्नात्मने नमः तुष्टाय नमः सर्वसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः निधिपीठ श्री वरसिद्धि विनायकाय नमः अष्टोत्तर शतनाम पुष्पार्चना पूजा समर्पयामि।
Everybody got agarbhattis, right?
No. There is your agarbatti.
We have some. You want agarbatti?
Yes. Usually pass it on.
So please use after the flowers in the agarbatti. So we get more smoke here in the
That's
hall.
right, yeah.
Just offer some action.
There is one more plan. Just
Om
Just two
Pass
pass
it,
it on.
pass it on to everybody.
Somebody can light this pass it on.
wait, 2 minutes. Come on, one thing.
We can take two. No, not everything. Not everything because it's too much smoke. One for that side, one for this side.
ओम यत्पुरुषं वेदः यथार्थ कल्पयन्नं मुखस्य बाहो बाहुरो पातालक्षयमे नस्पतिर्भवे विद्योर्धात्यो भगवत्तमः आग्रे सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यता अयं भोगामस्तं देवानामसि नस्पतिर्भवे विद्योर्धात्यो भगवत्तमः आग्रे सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रतिगृह्यता धूरसिद्धूर्वधूर्वन्तं धूर्वतुञ्जो अस्मान् धूर्वतुनं धूर्वोऽयम् अयं धूर्वामस्तं देवानामसि श्रीवरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः धूपमाग्रापयामि वनस्पतिर्भवेद्यो धान्यो धूपवत्ताः आग्नेयसर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं प्रति दृश्यता
जय जय जयकांत इंदा
श्रीवरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः धूपमाग्रापयामि प्रत्यक्ष दीपं दर्शयामि take one flower dip into water spray that fruit स्वामित्रविषये सतामित्वा गायत्री छन्दः मृतत्वा सत्येन परिशिष्यामि अमृतं स्तोत्रं स्वाहा offer one time water then show to Ganapati ओम प्राणाय स्वाहा ओम अपानाय स्वाहा ओम ज्ञानाय स्वाहा ओम दानाय स्वाहा ओम समानाय स्वाहा ओम ब्रह्मणे स्वाहा ब्रह्मणे मात्मं दत्त्वा श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः भक्तस्तदा कदलीफलं काश्मीरफलं आम्रफलं रसफलं मध्यफलं निवेदयामि ओम आडकदलं निवेदयामि लड्डुकं निवेदयामि मध्ये मध्ये offer 4 times water अमृतपानीयं समर्पयामि उत्तराभूषणं समर्पयामि हस्तप्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि पादप्रक्षालनं समर्पयामि पुनराजं समर्पयामि पूगीवृहमायुक्तं नागवल्लीहरेजुतं कर्पूरवृषसंयुक्तं ताम्बूलं प्रतिगृह्यतां पूगीव्रताम्बूलं समर्पयामि हिरण्यगर्भाय नमः सुवर्णपुष्पदक्षिणां समर्पयामि सर्वोपचारसमस्तोपचारपूजां समर्पयामि अथ कर्पूरमङ्गलनीराजनं करिष्ये ओम नमो गणपतये नमः प्रभवतये नमस्ते प्रम्बोदराय एकदन्ताय विघ्नविनाशने जगदुताय श्री मूर्तये नमो नमः तत्पुरुषाय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात् श्रीवरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः कर्पूरमङ्गल नीराजनं दर्शयामि नीराजनानन्तरम् आचमनं समर्पयामि धारयामि के बोलो श्री वरसिद्धिविनायक भगवान के जय बोलो श्री महागणपति के जय महागणपति नमः निराजनं दर्शयामि रक्षां धारयामि एक समक्षता यो वेदाहं ब्रह्मणो वेद उपजयनां वेदाम्बरे तस्मै ब्रह्मज ब्रह्मा च आयुर्कीर्तिं प्रजां ददुः श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः यदोक्तमन्त्रपुष्पान् समर्पयामि इति समक्षता रिपीट अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष विनायक वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा नमस्तुभ्यं गणेशाय नमस्ते विघ्ननाशिने ईप्सितं मे वरं देहि परत्र च परां गतिं ऋणरोगादि दारिद्र्य पापक्षतो अपमृत्युवः भयशोक मनस्तापाः नश्यन्तु मम सर्वदा श्री वरसिद्धिविनायकाय नमः मनोरथान् प्रार्थयामि अनेन मया आचरिता श्री वरसिद्धि विनायक व्रत सांगत सिद्धर्थं पूर्णफल अवाप्त्यर्थं ब्राह्मणद्वारा धकार सहस्रनाम पुष्पार्चना पूजाख्यं कर्म करिष्ये कथाश्रवणं करिष्ये
Dear devotees, we just finished the puja part. The next event is the acharyas are going to do Gata Sahasranama. There are several Sahasranamas attributed to Lord Ganesha. One of the powerful Sahasranama is called Gakara. The Bijakshara, the seed, the syllable for Ganesha is Gakara. So, according to some Puranas, Skanda Purana, there is a Sahasranama attributed to Lord Ganesha with Gakara only, all the way start with Ga and ending with Gam. So, there are 15 syllables in the Sanskrit language, A to Aha. So the Gakara Ganapati, the Sahasranama, is chanted starting with the Akara all the way up to until Gam. So that's what Acharya is doing now. This Sahasranama will go on for all until the Nimajjana Utsava, which is planned for this coming Sunday at 6 p.m. So the idea is, before we complete the Nimajjana Utsava, the Ganapati will get as much power as possible by chanting the Namavali. So Sahasra literally means 1000, but it also means many. So as many times we chant the Namavali, the deity gets more and more power and we get positive energy by worshipping Lord Ganesha. That's what the importance of Sahasranama is. Now they are doing the Sahasranama. While Acharyas are doing Sahasranama, there is a second part of the puja is called Kathashravam. So in the Vrata, each and every Vrata has a different story part. The stories are not just a story of time passing. Rather, it describes the importance of each and every Vrata and why it is performed, who performed these Vratas before, what are the benefits by performing these Vratas are narrated in these stories. So the very popular Vrata is Satyanarayana Vrata. Every full moon day we Satyanarayana Puja, at the end we do read the Satyanarayana Katha. The same way there are so many Vratas. Yesterday we celebrated Swarna Gauri Vrata, and the Swarna Gauri Vrata also has a story and significances described in Skanda Purana as well as Mudgala Purana. Now we are going to listen to the Varasiddhi. Dear devotees, anybody wants to do Sahasranama Archana Seva, Suresh Acharya will come and take Sankalpa from you. Yeah, there are already Sevarthis who sponsored for the event. So our Acharya is coming towards you to get the Sankalpa done. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Yasangatikshanaktaram Shakte Pautanagalmasham Parashratmajam Mande Shukatatam Taponishim Yasayuktarupaya Vyasalupaya Vitnave Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye Vasiskaya Namo Namaha Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Bhagavatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. Shri Ganesha Chaturdi story. Once there lived a demon called Gajasura. He was named so because he had the form of elephant. He performed great penance or tapas for Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva, who was pleased with the penance, came to him and offered him a boon or vara. The demon prayed Lord Shiva. As soon as he saw him, then he prayed that, hey Lord, I would ask you to stay in my stomach as a boon. So Lord Shiva, known for his love towards the followers, and agreed to stay in the stomach of Gajasura. In the meantime, Goddess Parvati, a wife of Lord Shiva, was in Kailash, the abode of Lord Shiva, was getting worried, and her husband was not able to see for many days. She searched and finally found out that Lord Shiva was residing in the stomach of the demon Gajasura. Then she was very worried and how to get her husband back, and prayed to her brother Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu came to Parvati, who narrated the whole story of her husband and requested Vishnu to help in getting her husband back. Sri Mahavishnu consoled Parvati and promised that he would get back her husband. Lord Vishnu, along with the other deities like Indra, Brahma, etc., hatched a plan of getting Shiva back. As a part of the plan, they decorated the bull, the Nandi, gods were disguised as musical instrument players were all the gods took up different musical instruments. With everything ready, all of them went to the capital city of demon Gajasura. In the city, they started showing of making the world move to their music, and it was magnificent and started pulling huge crowds. The fame of the bull play reached Gajasura, and he summoned to his court. In the court, all the gods made Nandi play beautifully, by which Gajasura was impressed and asked the band to go ahead and then ask for anything, and he would for sure give to them. Listening to that, Sri Mahavishnu said that the Gajasura was none other than Nandi, vehicle of Lord Shiva, and they were here for Lord Shiva only. Listening to that, Gajasura understood that the one who spoke none other than Lord Vishnu, famous for killing demons, and knowing that he had no other way out but to stand on his word, he once again prayed to Lord Shiva and asked for another boon, stating that his death was imminent, and he prayed to Shiva that he made his head to be prayed in all lokas, Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Shurloka, etc. And that Shiva would wear his skin as clothes, for which Lord Shiva agreed. Mahavishnu also asked Nandi Deva to pierce the stomach of Gajasura, which Nandi did, and Shiva was out from the stomach of Gajasura. Vishnu then advised Shiva that boons were to be given on discretion, and asked him to consider before giving boon to demons. Then all the gods left, and so did Shiva, mounted Nandi and left Kailasha. Birth of Lord Ganesha. Knowing the arrival of Lord Shiva, Parvati feels relieved and happy. She performs Abhyangana Snana by applying oil to her whole body until then sun, and also Nalu to the body and all over the places, all over the body. While performing the bath, she prepares a boy with a flower and instills to life onto him. The child is born, and she asks him to be God at the front door as long as he is bathing, and tell him not to let anyone enter the house. The child is now standing as a God to the door of the house of Parvati. Shiva comes home and tries to get him into the home, where the child is stopped for him. Shiva gets angry and in a fit of rage kills the boy by beheading and burning the head and enters into the house. Parvati, who is really by now, receives Lord Shiva with affection. In the course of talking the discussion comes up on the boy who was guarding the door. Shiva tells Parvati that he had killed him, upon which Parvati narrates the whole story of birth of the boy and became sad. Shiva repents on what he had done, and the only way he can bring the boy to life is by attaching a new head. He sent all the soldiers under his command to go and fetch a head of the person who is lying with the head positioned in the northern direction. Then all the soldiers go in all the directions and finally return with the head of Gajasura, stating that Gajasura was the only sleeping with his head kept in the northern direction. So one more reason being that south is the position of Yama, and no one would want to see Yama as soon as they get up. So Shiva then brings back the boy to life by attaching the head of Gajasura and named him Gajanana. He was given a rat by name as a vehicle. Shiva and Parvati after a few years had another son by name Kumaraswamy. Kumaraswamy became the commander of the army of gods later. Kumaraswamy also called Kartikeya, Subramanya, etc. Commander of Vignas. Vigna means some obstacle that would come for any work we would want to do before work it itself gets started. That is, you will get a lot of troubles before you start the work, and finally you will not be able to complete the work. Vigna will never allow you to finish the work as expected by you. Once all the gods and sages meet Shiva and pray him and ask him to appoint someone as the head of the Vignas. Kumar Swami comes forward and asks his father to give the heads of Vignas post to him, and Gajanana is short and fat. But Gajanana also wants a post. So Shiva put them into a test. The test is to go around all the worlds and to bath in all the holy rivers present in those worlds and return. Whoever comes first will be appointed as the head of the Vignas. Listening to which Kumara Swami sits on his vehicle peacock and flies for completing the test. Ganesha, on the other hand, feels sorrow, approaches his father and prays him, saying, "You know that I am fat, short, and cannot move as fast as Kumara Swami. So I request you to advise me on how to win this competition." Lord Shiva responds to his prayer and says that if you recite Narayana Mantra and do pradakshina to the parents, it is equal to bathing all holy rivers. Shiva teaches Ganesha Narayana Mantra, and Ganesha reciting the mantra does the pradakshina to his parents. Because of the effect of the mantra and the pradakshina, Kumara Swami always sees his brother Ganesha to finish the bath and leaves as he tries to enter for a bath in any other holy river. Kumara Swami returns to Kailasham and tells his father to forgive him of his ignorance in recognizing his elder brother's capability, and requests him to place Ganesha as the head of the Vignas. So Ganesha is named as the head of Vignas and hence called Vigneshwara. This ceremony of placing Ganesha as the head of Vignas was done on the Bhadrapada Chaturdi. From that day onwards, it is celebrated as Ganesha Chaturdi or Ganesha Chaturdi. All the people, gods, sages, etc., of all worlds presented Ganesha with a lot of different food items, sweets, etc. And Ganesha ate most of them. He wishes to see the blessings of his mother and father goes to him with a big stomach. He tries to take blessings by doing Sarkana Namaskaram, and if he tries to keep his hands on the ground, his legs would rise, and if he places his legs on the ground, his hands would rise. Looking at the way Ganesha was doing the Namaskaram, the moon, which resides on the head of Lord Shiva, laughs, and Ganesha is subjected to drishti also, drishti. You can say as to look one to cause harm to him. Feel jealous and would like that some harm would happen to him, which causes stomach of Ganesha to break open and Ganesha dies. Looking at his dead son, Parvati gets angry and then puts a curse on moon that as her son died because of the drishti by moon, the one who would from now on seeing moon will falsely allege causing pain to them. That is, the one who look at the moon will be held responsible for bad deed or crime that they have not committed. At the same time, the famous 7 sages were doing pradakshina to the fire. The fire god get attached, the spouses of sages would want to spend with them, time with them. But afraid of the curse, the sages would give if he tries to do, he finds himself. Knowing that Swahadevi, his wife of Lord Agni, tries to bring happiness to her husband, transform him to look like the wife of the sages and spend time with the husband. The 7 sages by chance see the thing that they, when they are present with Lord Agni, leave their spouses. This was the result of wives seeing the moon after the curse of Parvati. The wives were 7 sages to go to Brahma and pray him of their innocence. Shiva, who knows everything, calls for the 7 sages and pacifies them by narrating the truth that it was in fact the wife of Agni who transformed herself to look like the spouses of sages. Then Brahma, along with all others, go to Kailasam and give light to the death Ganesha and praise Parvati to withdraw her curse. Parvati relieved of the pain is happy to see her son, and she reduces the intensity of curse by stating that the curse would prevail only on the day her son was dead because of moon's drishti. That is on the fourth day of Bhadrapada Masam. So people from that day onwards refrained themselves by looking at the moon on the day of Ganesha Chaturdi. This went for some time. In Dwapara Yuga, one day sage Narada came to see Lord Krishna in the city of Dwaraka. She informed him of the curse of Parvati, narrated the whole story, and advised him not to see the moon today as it was Ganesha Chaturdi. Sri Krishna made this matter to be known to all the people of his kingdom, and he also was careful not to look at the moon. Krishna loves to drink milk, and he goes to the cow yard and milks the cow. When he is about to drink the milk, he sees the reflection of the moon in it. He immediately remembers that what Narada had said and prepares himself to face the false allegation he might be dragged into. Some time passes by, and once a person by name Satrajit visits Sri Krishna and shows him a diamond by the name Samantakamani, which was given to Satrajit by Lord Sun. The speciality of the diamond being, it gives out 8 tola of gold every day. Then Krishna asks Satrajit to give to the king for the best use of the welfare of the people. But Satrajit refuses, and Krishna let it go. Once Prasena, the brother of Satrajit, goes hunting wearing the diamond. Looking at the diamond and presuming it to be a meat, a lion attacks and kills Prasena and takes the diamond. A bear has a look at the diamond with the lion and fights with it, and takes the diamond to his home, which is a cave, and ties it to the cradle in which his daughter is sleeping for her to play. The next day, as Prasena does not return, Satrajit blames that Krishna has killed his brother and taken the diamond, as he has refused to give to Krishna. Listening to which, Krishna understands that this blame was due to looking at the reflection of the moon in milk during Ganesha Chaturdi. In order to free himself from the blame, Krishna inquires on what happened and goes to the forest looking for Prasena. In the forest, at one place, we find that the dead body of Prasena and the footmarks of the lion. He follows the footmarks of the lion, and after some time comes to a place where he sees that there has been a fight between a lion and a bear. He then follows the footsteps of the bear and reaches the cave of the bear. Krishna enters the cave and sees the diamond tied to the cradle. She tries to take it, and the girl starts crying, hearing which the bear comes and attacks Krishna. Krishna fights back with the bear. The fight goes on for 28 days, and the bear loses all its energy and realizes that Sri Krishna is none other than Rama. The bear is none other than Jambavata, the king of bears and aid of Rama in Treta Yuga. He then remembers how after the war of Ravana, Rama grants a boon to Jambavata, and Jambavati foolishly asks for a duel with Rama, which Rama grants and says that his boon would be fulfilled later, and it is now Sri Krishna has come to fulfill the boon, and both Rama and Krishna are the avatar form of Lord Vishnu. He then prays to Krishna who relieves Jambavata of all the pain. Jambavata, along with the diamond, also gives him his daughter Jambavati and requests him to accept her as his wife. Sri Krishna agrees and returns to Dwaraka along with the diamond and the girl. That concludes the Ganesha Chaturdi story. One who listens to this story and hears it will rid of all emotional difficulties. Bolo Ganesha Bhagwan ki Jai.
Ganesha. On behalf of Hindu Temple of Florida, welcome you all to the Ganesha Chaturdi. Today is very auspicious day. Ganesha Chaturdi is most famous festival in India, celebrated throughout the world. I would like to thank you all who come to the festival today and those who are watching on YouTube. Temple Acharyas, staff, Prasasadan, and all volunteers have worked with utmost dedication for us to enjoy this beautiful atmosphere today. Please give them a big round of applause. August being a holy month, Hindu Temple of Florida celebrated a lot of festivals. We started with Varalakshmi Vratam, Raghavendra Swami Aradhana, Krishna Janmashtami, Rukmini Kalyanam, and this morning Ganesha Chaturdi special puja and homa, and we are concluding with Samuka Ganesha Chaturdi. For all this effort, I express my sincere gratitude to all the acharyas, staff, prasasadan, and all volunteers for this hard work. We, on behalf of the Temple of Florida, once again thank you all for your dedication and devotion to the Temple of Florida. Please mark your calendar for the next Sunday, September 4th. Ganesha Chaturdi cultural program starts at 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and on the same day, on September 4th, evening 6 p.m., Ganesha Visarjana starts at 6 p.m. Also, one more announcement on September. I'd like to invite you all for discourse on the melody and beauty of Subramanya Bhujanga Astotram by Professor K. Ram Subramanian from IIT Madras on September 9th at 7 p.m. I would like to announce one more special. I would like to share special message on this auspicious occasion. We successfully completed installing all the 4K quality security cameras in all temple premises, including parking lots. Also installed unified Wi-Fi to our premises. In order to take extra security measures, we also hired security guard on the premises every day night from 9 p.m. to 6 p.m. Hindu Temple of Florida do care about safe and secure for the devotees and employees. And also we are working on the fence project that is also building company working hard to finish that project also. And we got the federal grant for the security cameras and fence project. I would like to recognize few people who worked very hard to obtain this grant. Along with me, Larry Bigal, Mati Ratinswamy, Polini Ratinswamy, Ramesh Kolli, Nanapani Srinivas has spent so many hours and a lot of meetings, and finally we were able to get the grant. I pray that Sri Lord Ganesha bless you all with both material and spiritual strength on this special occasion. Finally, I would like to give it to Rangarajan Garu who will share with us the vision of today's festival. Thank you all.
Thanks, Sayo Magaru. Sada Bala Rupapi Vignati Gantri Mahadakti Vatrapti Panchapsimana Virindradi Mukhya Ganeshabhidame Vitattam Shriyam Kalyana Murti Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoni Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurme Deva Sarvakaryam Sarvada. Devotees, wish you all a very happy Ganesha Chaturdi. It is a very auspicious day, and all over the world the Ganesha Chaturdi is being celebrated as our personal festival. Just like we celebrate our own birthday in our own house, an individual house, the same fashion and with the same kind of enthusiasm, the Ganesha Chaturdi also celebrated all over the world. So, in our Sanatana Dharma, there are 6 modes of worship introduced by Adi Shankaracharya. The very first one is called Ganapatyam. So Ganapati as a presiding deity will be worshipped as a part of our daily prayer. The importance of Ganapati and Ganapati worship is spoken of in several Puranas, including Skanda Purana, Vishnu Purana, Muddala Purana, etc. And the importance of Ganesha Chaturdi also mentioned in those Puranas. So, the Lord Ganesha being worshipped in different forms and different names. So, according to Mantra Shastram, there are 32 different forms Lord Ganesha is being worshipped. So, although with the modern technology, we just give some, artificial form and like a robo Ganesha and then flying Ganesha, etc. That's not accepted according to Shastra. That's an FYI. Because when we give a rupam or a form to a deity, it goes along with the lakshanam or the dhyana slokam. So even in these 32 forms of Ganesha, each and every form is revealed and realized by all the sages. They share their experience in the form of those different form of worship. Say for example, Vakratunda Ganapati, Heramba Ganapati, Mahalakshmi Ganapati, Hamsa Ganapati, Simha Ganapati, like this, there are 32 different forms. Even in our temple, when we worship those Ganapati in different forms, last year we had Simha Ganapati, this year we have Hamsa Ganapati. So Simha and Hamsa, just reverse it. Simha gives balam and Hamsa gives knowledge. So last year probably we were in need of more energy and balam. That's why we were able to complete our Kumbhabhishekam also with that energy and power. Now with all that done, we need more and more knowledge to sustain in the material world. So this year we are worshipping the same Ganapati in the form of Hamsa Ganapati. Hamsa represents knowledge. Hamsa Hamsaya Vidmahe, Parama Hamsaya Dhimahe, Tanno Hamsa Prachodayat. So Hamsa represents knowledge, and this year we worship Lord Ganesha in the form of Hamsa Ganapati. Whether we requested in that form or not, when we ordered the Ganapati, they just pick at random and then send it to us. When I came last night and then came for arrangements and everything, I saw Hamsa Ganapati. Then I realized maybe this year it is meant for us. Lord Ganesha came to us in the form of Hamsa Ganapati to bless all of us with the knowledge. So, the Ganapati, the Ganapatyam worship also mentioned in several other Puranas, it is very, very important. Lord Ganesha is also known as Vigna Karta and Vigna Harta. One who provides with all the obstacles and the one who also removes all the obstacles. So people may get confused. Why do I get the obstacles first and then later on remove? Why we make mess and then we clear it out? That's what people ask. So here is what we have to understand. Vigna Karta means if something is not meant to be for us, immediately we will see lot of obstacles on our way. No matter how hard you try, you may not be able to successful. So we don't know the reason. That's the reason is that Ganesha comes and helps us from going through any of the harms or any of the difficulties that may cause because of our success. So in that respect, Acharyas say that this Vigna Kartra has to be understood as a blessing, not as a curse. Same way with the Vigna Harta also, one who removes all the Vignas, it is pretty evident that Lord Ganesha who removes all the obstacles. There's a popular story comes in the Muddala Purana and Skanda Purana, when Lord Brahmaji was starting creating the his creation job, right? And in those days, the Lord Vishnu assigned Brahmaji that you go and create the world. That's it. That's what he said. Srishti, do the Srishti. But Lord Vishnu did not give him any manual. Just like today's world, when we get any device, we get a user manual along with that. But in Lord Vishnu's time, Lord Vishnu did not give any instruction how to create the world, but he just instructed Brahmaji to create the world. Then he was meditating upon Lord Vishnu for thousands and thousands of years, and one time after several thousand years, Brahmaji got a Ashariri walk saying that tapastapa, go and keep on meditating onto Lord Mahavishnu. Then thousands and thousands of years went by. He did not had any clue of how to do the creation. Then Omkara appeared in front of him. And Omkara was none other than Lord Ganesha. And as soon as he saw the Omkara Swarupa of Lord Ganesha, Brahmaji started praying Lord Ganesha, offering this shloka, which is very popular. We are all chanting on daily basis, which is none other than Vakratunda Mahakaya, Surya Koti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurume Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvada. This is the shloka did by Lord Brahmaji right before the creation started. So the very same Vakratunda Ganapati is worshipped by several acharyas, including one of our famous Vaggayarkas, Sri Mutswami Dikshidhar in his Kriti says that Pranavakaram Vakratundam Namami. So by worshipping Lord Ganesha in the form of Vakratunda, also it's called twisted tusk. That's what it is. That's the Ganesha Swarupa. So the Vakratunda Ganapati, by offer prayers to the Vakratunda Ganapati, we will be get rid of all the obstacles in our life on the daily basis. Just like Brahmaji was able to accomplish his creation task, we will be able to accomplish anything and everything that we want to accomplish in our material world. Also at the end we get the moksha. And Ganapati also known as the leader of all ganas. What are all those ganas? The ganas are nothing but our Pancha Karma Indriya and Pancha Jnana Indriya and mind. So by worshipping Lord Ganesha, we get all those Pancha Karma Indriya, Jnana Indriya and Manas, everything get purified, we get the Satya Jnana. So that is called Ganapati. And also he is the Lord of all the deities in the world. Right before we start worshipping any other devatas, the first and foremost prayer goes to Lord Ganesha. The very popular sloka from Subramanya Bhujangam, Sri Shankaracharya. Normally when Sri Shankaracharya does the prayers to any deity, he starts the prayer to that relevant deity right away. Say for example, Bhaja Govinda. He started worshipping Bhagavan Govinda right there. And Mukunda Ashtakam, Krishna Ashtakam, whatever, Ashtakam and Soundarlagari, etc. In the Subramanya Bhujangam, there is a speciality that he offers prayers to Ganapati first. Sada Bala Rupapi Vignatri Hantri, Mahapanchi Vaktrapi Hantasya Mana, Vidindrapi Mukhya, Ganesha Vidame Vidhattam Simukapi Kalyana Murti. That Kalyana Murti, Mangala Murti that we are all worshipping in the form of Lord Ganesha, Sri Shankaracharya said that I offer my salutations to Mangala Murti Ganesha. Just by offer prayer to Ganesha, we get all the inauspiciousness removed and then we get all the auspiciousness to our life. So he is called Mangala Murti, and also he is prayed as Bala Ganapati and Taruna Ganapati and Vriddha Ganapati, etc. On this auspicious day, Lord Ganesha appeared in front of us. He was not born. He is an eternal being, right? No devatas are born. They are appearing on this auspicious day. We are celebrating the appearance of Lord Ganesha. That's called Varasiddhi Vinayaka Ganapati today. So to bless all of us with all the boons, that all the requirements, all the goals that wishes we are looking for, by offering praise to Varasiddhi Vinayaka, we get all our wishes fulfilled. That is the purpose of doing Varasiddhi Vinayaka Puja on this day. And we will be doing at this time in our temple, we will be doing the puja on every day until Sunday evening. Every day we offer Ganesha Sahasranama Archana at 7 p.m. Those who want to participate in the Sevartha and the Ganesha Sahasranama Archana, please come and participate. And on Sunday at 6 p.m. we are going to do the Nimanjana Utsava. So the idea of Nimanjana Utsava, maybe I will talk about Nimanjana on the Nimanjana day, that will be more appropriate. So why and how the Nimanjana Utsava is done. So all these pujas are done according to our Shastras, according to Puranas, Again, all our acharyas we are very fortunate to have all our acharyas. Please give them a round of applause for their dedication. Without them, we won't be able to enjoy all these pujas in an elaborate manner. Thank you all the acharyas. Dhanyavadas.
Also today's Mahaprasad is sponsored, morning one anonymous donor and this evening one more anonymous donor. On behalf of Hindu Temple of Baroda, thank you for their support. And Prasad will be distributed at Prasad Sir. To go only. Prasad Sir, today's Prasad is to go only. Please collect Prasad at Prasad Sir.
Another housekeeping call here. So as soon as the puja is over, take the banana prasadam with you, and those who want to take a Ganesha idol with you, take to your house, and then bring back on Sunday at 6 p.m. to this hall for the Nimanjana Utsava. Those who want to leave the idols here itself, we can do so. We will keep it here in the safe, and also we do daily pujas to that deity, and then we do you can participate in the Nimanjana Utsava when you come on Sunday. It's your call. You can either take home or leave it here and we will take care of it. And if you want to take, just leave everything else on the floor. Don't worry about the diya or anything. Or volunteers will take care of everything. Just take the prasad only.
అది కలపటం అలా ఏదైనా చేయాలా అది పూజ చేయటం కానీ అలా
ఇంకా పూజ ఉంది కాలేదు ఇంకా. Yeah, the puja is not over yet. Thank you all. Pradakshina namaskara. Yeah.
Take some manchaka, then offer to Mahaganapati.
Yeah.
Please repeat.
Puja is not
Anena,
over yet. Please take
Maya, Acharita, Puja, Vidhanena, Sri Varasiddhi, Vinayaka, Suprita, Suprasanna, Varada, Bhavantu. Idhamanasya Sri Varasiddhi Vinayaka Anugraha Prasada Siddhirastu, Sankalpa Siddhirastu. Take some achata, offer to Ganesha, and just to this. You can shake the Ganesha. Just to Nita Deva, Tana Dharman, Purmanya, Dhamna, Dehanakam, Mahimana, Sajante, Trapurve, Sadha, Santa Deva, Rasiddhinayaka, Maha, Dhamma, Pradishtavajami, Shobhanat, Kecheval, Panada, Gamana,
offer some akshata and flowers on the Ganesha and move it on to your right side, which is northern direction. Move the plate, yeah, just towards right.
take some offered akshata,
And you take some akshata from the puja plate,
puja plate, offered akshata,
put
put
it
on
on
your
your
head.
head and then your spouse's head and the children.
जय बोलो श्री महागणपति की
Jai. ملي تفضل. ಪ್ರಸಾದ ಮಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಇಲ್ಲ
ఇలా సంబంధించి ఇక్కడ ఒక బ్రిడ్జ్ కూర్చొని పూజ చేసి
I got a 10.
இல்ல கொடுத்துருக்காங்க எல்லாருக்கும் இல்ல அப்படியே உள்ள அனுப்பிச்சுடா பிரசாத் சாமி இல்ல அது எல்லாரும் கணேசன் கோவிலுக்குள்ள ஆஞ்சநேயர் விஷ்ணு வந்து அந்த பிரசாத் சாமி அங்கேயே கொடுத்து முடிச்சு எல்லாரும் அது வரை சொல்லுங்க ப்ளீஸ்
Say, how are you? కథ వింటే ఆ దోష నివారణ అవుతుంది స్టోరీ వినేది అందుకోసం అంటే ఆ కథ ఉండేది అందుకోసం లాస్ట్లో కథ లాస్ట్లో వస్తుంది కదా ఇలాంటి విలాపం ఏమైనా వస్తే ఈ వ్రతం చేసేసి కథ వింటే పోతుంది బట్ 100% కొంచెం జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండండి అంతే
I don't want it. We don't get this, you know. We don't know all the rights and leftovers. We're learning it. Slowly, we're learning it.
Yes. Is only
Right. Right. Grandson, he's learning 3 years. He went to med school. I teach in Hindi and Punjabi. Vikram Bhangra ji to Bhangra करना शुरू हो गया था. He doesn't know anything about Bhangra, but he does so well. YouTube से. ऊपर आ रही है.